Welcome to the Voice of Experience series, where riders share their thoughts and memories from their Renedian motorcycle adventure. Motorcycle tourers at heart, Steve Cornell and Jane Holland have ridden all over the continental US, England, Australia, and Canada, and were ready to expand their horizons to another continent. Their biggest constraint was timing. They ran Aysgar Station, a year-round bed and breakfast in Bar Harbor, Maine, and needed to travel during their off-peak times. Both are avid riders. Once a cross-country racer, Steve's been riding for more than 40 years and currently rides a Harley-Davidson FLX Street Glide and a 74 Norton Commando he's restored. Jane loves her 2011 Triumph Bonneville. She's been riding 3.5 years and prefers to stay away from gravel. So when they decided to go on Renedian's Two Ocean tour, it was going to be on one motorcycle. Aside from the dates, the tour appealed to them because they'd experienced new and diverse culture, scenery, and wildlife. They'd be crossing famous mountain passes, seeing right whales, riding alongside the Indian Ocean, and going on an optional shark dive. The trip was also different in that they've never done a guided trip where someone else was in charge. Although initially a concern, it turned out to be a bonus.
If we had done the tour on our own, we may have missed many things, even if we did a ton of research, which we did, like the shark dive and riding elephant.
We live on the coast, so probably my first choice would have been the waterfalls and wildlife for the animals. But we picked this again for the ocean drives, the scenery, mountains, and the views. It's all about the riding, and that's what we really needed.
They also worried about group dynamics and whether they'd fit in, especially when they heard the other three couples had traveled together with Renedian. They needn't have worried.
The group was a combination of couples and singles,
But it gelled really well. We had amazing conversations together and privately. This was huge for contributing to the whole experience for us. There was a lot of mingling, having drinks together, and sharing photos in the bar in the garden after the ride.
This route crosses many mountain passes, and those rides stand out in Steve and Jane's mind. Every pass has a legend about the builders, tragedy, triumph, and there are even mountain pass ghost stories. Both Steve and Jane grew up in the hospitality industry and have a critical eye for things that other people wouldn't even notice.
The safari is not a machine. Renee keeps a personal touch. He, the driver, and the fellow travelers end up being a group of friends traveling together. Clearly, the manner in which Renee makes everything seem so effortless shows he knows the environment and puts you at ease. It's obvious he enjoys it.
A flat tire on the van brought out the camaraderie she's talking about. Rather than sitting around and waiting to get it fixed, 3 people dug in to get them on their way again.
Evenings were spent as we would with our guests at the B&B. You can sit around and interact, but how much you participate in the conversation is up to you. We've already told him we're going to go again.